I mean, I think it really shows that we can compete with the best of the best in this country. You know, on the road, I think that says a lot as well. I personally like being on the road. It's a little bit more intimate for our team. We're all together, we eat together, we stay together. There's less distraction. And I think it prepares us for big games. But I think most of all, if we show up to play, I think we can play with the best of the best. And it's encouraging. I think it gives our kids some perspective of where we rank amongst those teams. So.
Beating a ranked team is always a big deal, but it's also something that you have to keep in check because just as easily as we beat them, you know, a team who, now that we're ranked, can come in and beat us. So it's definitely about your mental attitude, and going into the Penn State game, especially this past weekend, like, we knew we wanted that game a lot, and you could tell the difference in attitude. Like, Penn State just didn't show up, and we did, and that's how easy you can capitalize on something like that. And that definitely has picked up our momentum and given us the confidence that we need to go into season, and especially with the CAA games coming up in a few weeks.
One of our team goals is to win on the road. So it's going to be important for us to focus on that and to come back home. We've got a long home stretch at the end of our season with some wins under our belt. So I think it'll be a great test of our character as a team, how we perform on the road.
With this team, it just seems that coming into preseason, everybody was ready. Everybody knew what we wanted to accomplish, and there was no questions about what this team was capable of doing. It was a matter of how hard we were going to work to actually achieve those things, and thus far we have been working our butts off. We've been playing together, doing a lot of playing, learning each other's games, and everyone is picking each other up, and we're all working for the common goal of winning the CAA. That is ultimately our #1 goal, and we want to make it to the NCAAs. We didn't do that last year, and we have every other year, which is, you know, it was a disappointment, and it's just something that we're fighting for this year.
I think there's a mentality amongst our players. When they put on their uniform, it means a lot to them. You know, we've gone through some challenges in the last couple of years. We haven't won a CAA title in a while, but our kids understand the tradition of our program. They see where we've been, where we can be in big-time wins. I think we've got great leadership this year in our not only our captains but our seniors. And I think the mentality of the program is getting more so back to the old school days of real gritty, just ready to sort of do anything, ready to throw themselves into situations that may not be great situations on the field. But I think tribe pride obviously is something that we try and hit really hard here as a coaching staff. Obviously JD's been here for 30-odd years and he's seen sort of it all. And it's encouraging for me to see that consistency amongst our coaching staff. And I think it really brings our kids together, and knowing that there have been so many players that have come through here that really truly understand that philosophy, and I think we try and make sure they understand and play with it each year.
We have 8 seniors, and they've all been committed to this program since day one, and it's all about having the same goals. We won a CAA championship more than any team in the CAA, so we're very capable of doing it. I mean, myself, Brittany, and Katie, I think we're great role models for the team. We're very hard workers. We want the best for this team, and you know, I think we encourage that in the rest of the girls, and we want everybody to just do their best and to love this game. And all of the seniors are just so supportive, and just this team is so different, and I don't know, these people are ready to go and ready to achieve big things.
I think it's always positive when you have a group of goalkeepers that you feel comfortable going with. If our starter goes down, if our second string goes down, we feel comfortable putting any 3 of them in goal. So it's a tough battle. Right now, Catherine Yount has the starting job, but Grace Bernard and Carla Manger are both close behind her.
I have a lot of experience on the team, especially in our back line. All 4 of us are returning. Our midfield, we have our center core that's been there with Brittany Lane, Mallory Schaefer, Katrina Smedley. They're playing incredible. And
freshman Lauren Goff has been playing up front and in the midfield. It's a good option for us if we need to go in a different direction in the midfield, whether it be the way we play or the way that another team is playing, we can throw her in there.
We have a freshman playing outside in Audrey Berry, and she just goes at people, and that's something that, you know, is really great because that's something that Chrissy Vornador used to do, and so we've kind of like replaced her as missing, and she has a great finish.
Erin Libertor, you know, had a slight injury to start the season, nothing major, but sort of set her back a little bit during preseason and the beginning of the season. But is done well for us, whether she's in the starting lineup or coming off the bench. She gives people problems. She's got more pace than anyone on the team. So when she can get in there and run at people, she definitely causes problems for our opposition, which is great.
You know, Cortland Bristol's returning, and she's again going to do great things. She just goes at people, and Chief, Danielle Axenfeld, is playing up top, and she has a composure about her where you can give her the ball and she's not going to lose it, and she'll make things happen. And
every game is a battle. You can't take any game lightly, and that's exciting. That's a great thing for us to sort of know that we're going to get a good game every night or every afternoon. So I think you know, our goal is to go in there and win games in the CAA, and we want a CAA championship just like every other team in the CAA does. It's certainly an expectation we have, but we know it's going to take a lot of hard work, and it's going to take some time, and we're going to have to go through some challenges, but when it's all said and done, that's where we hope to be.
people just are making things happen like we haven't in the past, which I think is very crucial to us, like putting points on the scoreboard and, you know, getting W's. And I don't know, people should be really excited. We're all working really hard, and, you know, we all share the same goal. So hopefully we'll be able to get that CAA championship back here.
My name is Britta Marmon, assistant women's soccer coach.
My name is Caitlin O'Connor. I'm a senior center back on the women's soccer team, and I am part of One Track.